Welcome to the Global Pulse, a short video series where our experts break down a trending topic in international business and why it matters to you.
On Monday, January 23rd, 2023, Pakistan plunged into darkness because of an electrical outage. How could this happen to a country of over 220 million people, the fifth largest in the world? Pakistan has been in an economic crisis for some time. It's renegotiated its loans from the International Monetary Fund that's been trying to shore up the economy. Now the IMF is tired of doing that, and so they're withholding their loans until Pakistan agrees to certain restrictions. These restrictions, however, include giving up certain subsidies to industries, as well as increasing the corporate and individual tax rates. Of course, these will not be popular with the people, and that's what politicians are afraid of. The result of the government's failure to implement restrictions is that Pakistan is without money. Its foreign reserves are dwindling. The currency, the rupee, is losing value every day. The government is in debt and it doesn't have the money to buy fuel. And it's heavily dependent on foreign energy, particularly oil. Add to this rampant corruption and you have a recipe for disaster. The government has taken some steps to improve energy or reduce energy consumption. First of all, it told all businesses, retail establishments that they had to close early. This meant that shops, shopping malls, restaurants all had to close early, which was a big loss of revenue for them. Another type of business that had to close early was wedding halls. And in Pakistan, weddings are a major industry, and closing those wedding halls was a big burden on people. Pakistanis are used to load shedding. Load shedding is basically turning the electricity off for a few hours at a time. We've been used to this since in the summer months, but now they're doing it year-round. That's a way of saving money. The problem is that the country's energy infrastructure is pretty dilapidated, and in the transmission of energy, they lose a lot of power. So what's the prognosis for the future? Like the day the electrical power went down, the future looks pretty dark. For the country to move forward, politicians will have to unite instead of fighting with each other. Come up with a solution that is good for the country rather for them individually, and figure out a way to implement these restrictions without pointing fingers. Corruption will have to come under control. Ultimately, Pakistan will have to depend on itself rather than relying on external bailout.